Good morning. Good rainy California morning. It is 7:20 out here this morning. I just finished a 50-minute zone 2 ride on the Zwift trainer, and very boring, very sweaty. I had my hoodie on, and I didn't have the fan on. I had the garage door up. It's raining out. We got a big storm, the first storm of the year rolling in, so it's raining, and felt good with the wind kind of blowing in through here. Didn't get too overheated. I got nice and sweaty. But that zone 2 ride, I tried to keep my heart rate below 135. I tried to keep it around there, and it was in a lower zone 2 because I don't need to be in the upper zone 2 right now. And I had set up a plan where I did 5 minutes of zone 2 and then drop down to 1 minute of zone 1. So you're just easing up for a little bit to take a little break, take the stress off my hands of leaning forward on that bar. Still getting used to having my hands forward on that bar, so get a little tingling in the fingers sometimes, so give me a break on that. But I set this plan up last night and it went really good. I felt really good. I did not record it. I did not want to record it because it's pretty boring. I'm gonna start at least recording some of the more interesting workouts and some of the races if I start doing some races pretty soon. But mostly I want to just get this zone 2 going and burn this off. You can't burn fat if you don't do exercises that burn fat. Zone 2 burns fat, so that's what I want to stay in. Right now I'm getting ready to do the X3 push, which is my simple 2 sets of 10 for each band, and we're just going to get that done today to get the X3 portion done. The resistance training, which I always want to keep up. I don't want to be just a cardio freak. I still want to do resistance training, and right now we're concentrating on cardio and endurance and fat burning while we're just kind of maintaining with the resistance right now. That was fun. I did not get obviously too overheated. Was not going, trying to keep my RPMs around 65. The Zwift trainer has erg mode, as they call it, so it adjusts. It has a smart trainer in there, and it adjusts your whatever you're pedaling at to keep it in that zone. So if you're pedaling harder, it's going to go up in gears. If you're pedaling, whatever. So it just kind of stayed in there. So it's like when I would get to the zone 1, I would drop down. It's like the pedaling became easier, but I was still doing the same RPMs. I was still kept at the 65 RPMs, but it came just a little bit easier because the wattage dropped a little bit from 140 down to 110, and then I just pedaled that for a minute, and then it went back up to 140, and I kept the RPMs around 165. So it just managed the resistance so that you're feeling it. And I don't know if I'm explaining all that correctly, but for my brain, it works just fine. All right. All right. Paraforce, black band. 1 set of 10. We're standing right in the garage door. Trying not to be in the rain, but trying to be a little bit in the light. Six. 7. 8. 9. 10. All right. First set down. I said just go nice and slow with those. Really just feeling the tension all the way out, all the way back. Just feel it nice and smooth. Keeping that chest contracted. It's just the same thing breathing deep. I can feel the drain from the 50-minute ride. So I think this workout is just right for that. Just enough to get some good resistance training and then be done and go in and have some breakfast and recover. Whew. I already have my my protein for the day. I had my Perfect Aminos, a scoop of that, which I don't know, they say it equals 30 grams of protein. And they want you to take that on an empty stomach. They don't want any other food to mix with it. So you have to kind of like do that on an empty stomach. So I did that as soon as I got up this morning. All right. Seven, 8, 9, 10th one was good. All right, one thing that I've learned over the years of doing the resistance training with the X3, with the Paraforce bands, which I just got recently, the Series Steel bands, which I used for years, and the original X3 bands, which I bought and used the heck out of those. In the beginning, once I started feeling that fatigue, I would just quit. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm just so tired. Oh, it just hurts, it hurts. And as I used the bands more, I started learning those fatigue zones. When you start a muscle start getting sore, start acting up, start feeling fatigued, you have much more left to go, whether you're doing resistance training or whether you're riding the bike. When your legs feel fatigued, you have so much more to go, and I'm able to work farther through that. I think that's one of the things that really helped me the other day when I did my FTP test, my functional threshold power test, to kind of blow that out of the water and have the computer tell me that I need to use a different test because I was too strong for it. Was, although my legs were burning and my heart rate was not through the roof, it was high, around 170, but my legs were burning, but I knew I still had more to go. My legs had not used all of its fuel up. I had not hit the end until that last set when I was at the highest range, and like those last 20 seconds when I knew, mentally I knew it was up. It already told me, you're too strong for this, you know, you need to do something else. Then all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I've done what I wanted to do. It's like I kind of gave up at that point, and then you see my power dropped in the last 20 seconds of that test. But doing these for years taught me that once you fatigue out, you still have a lot more left in the tank to go. So remember that. All right. Always put your bands back when you're done. Since I don't have a place to hang mine at the moment, putting it back in the bag. And putting them back in the box. I'm hoping at some point my youngest is moving this week, so we're going to get the U-Haul trailer to hook up to her truck, and she's got a bunch of stuff in the front room packed up already. We're going to pack all of her stuff up, and then her and her sister are going to drive off to Colorado and get her moved in, and then obviously my oldest will fly back and we'll pick her up. But I'm going to get some of this stuff out of my garage, which would be fantastic. As much as I hate, I'm going to have to sell my bike. I have not ridden it for 5 years since I retired. I used that as my commuter to go to work and back for years, and it was fantastic. I loved riding that bike to work and back. But since I retired and my wife's disability requires 24/7 assistance, I don't get time to go out and ride. And plus, if something happens to me, you know, she's in a world of hurt if something happens to me. So at this point, as much as I love riding that bike, I'm going to have to either sell it back to a dealership or put it up for sale, and which will free me up some garage space. I've got a corner over here where I have a bunch of stuff in the corner where I really don't want to show. It looks junky, but it's a lot of camping stuff and some table saws and stuff, and I really want to organize this up because I want to put the flat screen TV against the wall, and I want to set my trainer up right here in the doorway so I can be looking at that while I'm riding and have a little workout space for the trainer. So that's kind of the plan in the future. And like always with most of my plans, my wife will just throw a wrench right into every one of them and mess it up. So I try and have a plan in place of what I want to do, and then we'll adjust as we go. And I don't mean that as a dig on my wife. I just mean that as with her disability, my plans get altered 99% of the time because she is the one that has to come first because of her disability and taking care of her. All right. Let's see, last time I did behind the back. Let's do that one again. I've done, oh, my hair looks like crap. Oh my gosh. I've done the in front of the shoulders for years. Need to get to behind the back and getting that good stretch. Coming down, obviously, wish the bar was a little bit wider, like right about here would be just about right. But you know what? It's wide enough for now where I can get a good tension on the back, and it feels really good when you do the military press. Oh, 10. Oh, oh. Should have taken this off earlier. It's all sweaty and gross. That felt good. Behind the back, just slow and controlled, coming down, really getting that push going up, man, and just really concentrate on using the shoulders to push up, the whole shoulder girdle to push up. That feels really good. The rain has kind of slowed down a little bit, but I know it's not stopped because it's a huge storm coming in from San Francisco, headed straight for the Central Valley. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. I gotta go do something back. All right, we're back. I had to go take care of something. My big rangy kitty cat that likes to range around at night, really big guy, came in. I could see a little scuff on his eye, so I had to get in the house, take a look at it, give him some food, Probably put some medicine on him a little bit. Looks like he got in a little fight with somebody. So he got a little scrape on here. He does not like staying in the house very much. He likes ranging around. He's a good kitty. Big guy too. But he just likes being out and about, and he comes home for food. He comes home sometimes when he wants to just go curl up in the couch and take a nap. But most of the time he's out and about. The rest of these little guys, they like being inside and come out and run around the front porch and spend the day out on the front of the house, and then at night they come inside. All right. Oh, 10. Oh. All right. One more thing to go. Triceps, 2 sets behind the head. And then we'll be able to sit down and chill out, finish the coffee, and edit this up and get it posted. Yesterday, it took all day long to post. I put those 3 separate videos together onto one with the screenshot of the Zwift, and then me riding the Zwift, and then me working out in the other corner, and having to put them all together. Took a long time for the app to render them all together. After I had them edited, it probably took like an hour and a half for it to all render together. And then posting it all on the YouTube, it probably took like maybe 2.5, 3 hours for it to finally post. So I just left my phone sitting there on the charger, charging while I was posting, because I do most everything on the phone. And I had to go to my iPad so I could listen to music and other stuff that I want to listen to, because while that's rendering, you can't do anything. While it's uploading with YouTube, yes, you can do other things, but while it's rendering all together and it's putting everything together into one video, you can't do anything. So I had to go to my iPad and hit my earphones up and then listen to my music, and then of course watch my favorite YouTube show in the morning when they go live, Skeleton City. Him and his wife, they ride the Zwift bikes live. They talk about weight loss and their fat loss, their weight loss journey. They are vegans. They don't do any strength training. They do cardio, and they have lost a lot of weight. He is down really thin. Wife is continuing losing. They're a fantastic couple. I love listening to them. I love listening to them talk. I listen to other people, Starvin Marvin and other people that chime in and talk on there. And they're actually one of the inspirations that got me to actually finally get this Zwift bike. They're the one that told me it was on sale. So I went and looked up, found it was on sale, and I'd already been thinking about getting it, but the price was like around, $1,400-1,500 at the time, but it was on sale when I got it for $9.99. So I got it at a really good deal, and I am totally ecstatic for it. If you want to lose fat, you have to do something that loses fat. And for me, since I can't really get out and do any long distance, running, jogging, I can't get too far from home. And the consistency of being able to come out here and get on this thing and do a zone 2 ride, of doing some races, of doing whatever else, is fantastic. I love it. I'm going to shred myself up, and I'm going to enjoy doing it because I enjoy the community. I enjoy the video game aspect of playing the game, riding the bike. And that's why I want to get my big screen TV up on here so I can do more and enjoy it and burn more, feel the pain, and come off that bike and just be shredded as an old guy. So that's kind of the goal there. All right, we'll talk too much. Let's get the next one going. All right, first set of 10. Sorry about the shade. It's not really light. There's a good light source out here, but it's raining and I don't want to get any rain on the bands. If you get those bands wet, they tend to slip really good. But as I've got them sweaty before, and you're doing something, especially the overhead, all of a sudden you hit one of those slick parts where the sweaty arm has hit it. All of a sudden it gives away whoosh, and just gives a nice little slick run. So I don't want to do that. Whew. 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 Goes the handicap bus. Got a lady lives down the road in a wheelchair, and she gets the bus ride every morning. I think she goes to work. I've seen her in the morning when I've been out walking, and I see her getting on the bus. I think they come and pick her up and take her to work on the mobility impaired transport. All right. Last one, and we're done. Ooh. 10. On that. Really try getting that full stretch on that last one. Did not let that band pull it down as far as I can. Then really just trying to that last rep nice and slow, steady. Whew. All right. That's just it for the day. It was good. Good long workout. I got up at 5:30 this morning. Yeah, 5:30. Odin, where you going? Got his food, now he's out roaming again. So got out here, set up the Zwift, set up the plan. I started riding, and for some reason my the trainer wasn't connected. I'm riding the bike and nothing's going. The guy's just sitting there, and I'm like, what the heck? So I had to restart over like twice for it to finally sync all up and get it going. I got it going though. So we'll see how that feels. Yesterday I did the obviously the FTP test in the morning, and then I worked out, did the workout, and then I took all of the Halloween stuff down in the front of the house because the storm was coming. We didn't want to get everything all wet and get it blown away. So I took all that down. And then in the afternoon, me and my youngest, the one who's moving, we went to go play disc golf at with the crew that I used to disc golf with. And I haven't played disc golf in over a year, maybe a year and a half. I have not played at all. I think I played like maybe one time, maybe 6 months after I had to stop playing. We went out with the guys and played, and that's like the last time I played. I've played catch with my daughter at the park where we'd taken the little putter and we went out there and I was teaching her, on throwing the disc and stuff. So we went out to a little golf course, a little disc golf course over by one of the guys' house. And it's a big group that meets up first Tuesday of the month during the winter time, and they play night golf. They light up the baskets and they go out to a short course with a lot of little trees in it. So we started playing, and if you know what usually happens when you take a long time off of something that you loved playing but you haven't played for a while, and then your first day back, you just freaking kill it. I was killing it. I was making birdies. I was making some good throws. I had a couple wrong discs. I probably should have brought a different disc than the one that I brought, but I was making it work. My putting was fantastic. I was making putts from long distance, so I was saving a lot of birdies. And I was hoping to beat everybody, and some of these guys have been playing for 30 years. But at the end of the night, when we finished off, my brother was -5. I was -4. The other guy was -4, who's been playing for 30 years. He was -4. And our other friend, Brian, was -2. And then my daughter was +2. We had some other guys that played. They kind of left halfway through, so we didn't get their score. But oh my God, I felt so good to go out there and play, and have fun with the guys and just chomp it up, which I have not been able to do. So thanks to my daughter for watching her mother while I was gone, and thanks to my sister-in-law for covering the store so that my daughter could come home from the store and watch her mother while I took off to go disc golf. So a lot of little moving parts in there to get me to go play golf with my daughter before she moves to Colorado. So that's it. We're done. We did the Zone 2 training. We got that done. We're gonna see how we feel throughout the day. We're gonna go have breakfast here in a little bit, and then we got chores. We're loading up the trailer. We got things we're doing today, and it's wet and rainy, and I love it when it's like this. So I come from Northern California where it's always wet and rainy, so I miss days like this. So get it done. Go live your life, and I will see you next time.